What occurs if one of the most well-liked performers in Korea is suspected of being a part of a startling scandal? Known for his memorable parts in dramas like My Love from the Star and It's Okay to Not Be Okay, Soo Hyun is currently embroiled in a scandal that could put an end to his career. Serious claims that Soo Hyun was responsible for actress Kim Se-ron's hardships have surfaced since her untimely death. Fans are demanding answers, and brands are threatening to sever relations. What, however, is the reality of these charges? You will learn everything there is to know about this huge controversy at the end of this film, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss this, I promise. The dispute started when Kim Se-ron, a gifted actress who had been in parts since she was a little child, passed very tragically. Se-ron was discovered dead in her Songdong-gu, Seoul apartment on February 16, 2025. The actress, 24, had been dealing with personal problems and despair, particularly since a contentious vehicle accident in 2022. South Korea was horrified by her unexpected death, and the police opened an inquiry to find out what happened. Se-ron's tight relationship with Kim Soo Hyun was the subject of renewed rumors as the investigation progressed. The two were buddies in the entertainment industry and had known one another since Se-ron was a young child. Although neither of them ever officially acknowledged a relationship, several conjectured that their friendship might have developed into something more personal. Old pictures of the two started making the rounds online after Se-ron's passing, rekindling rumors about their history. Public interest was further piqued when messages purportedly exchanged between them came to light. Many maintained that Se-ron and Soo Hyun were merely friends, while others started to raise the possibility that their relationship was more complex. But when Se-ron's aunt made startling charges against Soo Hyun, what had been merely conjecture took a darker turn. Se-ron's aunt stated in a recent interview that Soo Hyun began dating her niece when she was only 15 years old. She asserts that this relationship played a major role in Se-ron's depression and personal difficulties. When my niece started dating Kim Soo Hyun, she was only a teenager, the aunt said. That relationship had a significant impact on her life, and he was older and more experienced. She added that Se-ron was put in a precarious position by the age gap and Soo Hyun's clout in the entertainment sector. The aunt also asserted that Soo Hyun's possessive and domineering demeanor made the relationship unhealthy. She said that Kim Soo Hyun exhibited possessive and domineering behavior. My niece's depression grew worse as a result of being cut off from friends and family. According to the complaints, Se-ron was under pressure from Soo Hyun to accept assignments that were inappropriate for her age and background, which had a detrimental impact on her career choices. The aunt went on to say, he put her in awkward and stressful situations by pressuring her to take jobs she didn't want. Se-ron's aunt revealed that the actress's family is grieved and is seeking justice, making it apparent that she was driven to expose the truth. She remarked, "My niece endured more suffering than anyone can comprehend. She was not only a gifted young lady, but she was also a victim of her environment." The aunt also disclosed that Se-ron cut herself off from her family during her darkest hours, which she believes was a direct result of her tumultuous relationship with Soo Hyun. The aunt remarked, "We were unaware of the extent of her suffering when she withdrew. At this point, our only options are to look for answers and make sure her name is remembered." She made it clear that her goal is to honor her niece's memory and provide clarity, not to make a show out of it. These charges sparked an immediate and strong public response. Negative remarks and criticism started to pour in on Soo Hyun on social media, particularly Instagram. While some supporters wanted unambiguous comments and explanations surrounding the accusations, many others voiced disappointment and fury. In addition to outright criticism, there was a lot of movement to get companies that were connected to Soo Hyun to end their deals with him. At the moment, Soo Hyun represents 19 well-known companies in industries like retail, premium apparel, finance, and cosmetics. These include the fashion behemoth Prada, heavy beauty cosmetics, Mito Watches, and Swatch Group. Due to pressure from customers, these businesses were threatened with boycotts unless they severed their connections with the actor. For instance, Soo Hyun's brand, Home Plus, was the target of criticism, with online users conjecturing that the company may be hit with hefty fines if it decided to terminate the agreement. Comments such as, "How can someone like him be in a financial advertisement?" and "We will start a boycott if you continue to use him as a model," express the public's displeasure and desire to have a direct influence on the actor's related brands. "You destroyed a life. Now face the consequences and disappear from the media," was one of the comments posted on Soo Hyun's social media accounts. Other individuals went one step further and started campaigns to report the actor's social media accounts and create hashtags demanding that he be cancelled. Additionally, several internet forums started revealing the actor's previous actions, bringing back old interviews and images that they believed showed evidence of a troubled connection with Kim Se-ron. The harm to Soo Hyun's reputation is already apparent, even though not all of this information has been verified. Gold medalist Kim Soo Hyun's agency responded to these grave charges with a formal statement strongly refuting all of the claims. Every allegation made by the Garrow Research Institute regarding Kim Soo Hyun via its YouTube broadcast is untrue, the agency said. The South Korean YouTube channel Garrow Research Institute is well known for sharing contentious studies and content concerning celebrities and public figures. The station has also been embroiled in other scandals, like as when it claimed that BTS members were implicated in a drug case, an allegation that the group's agency refuted. The gold medalist denied the charges and voiced its anger at the dissemination of what it views as false and harmful information. These hostile accusations against Kim Soo Hyun and the organization are totally untrue and unacceptable, the agency said. In retaliation, they are taking the Garrow Research Institute to court for disseminating misleading material. The gold medalists also offered their sympathies for the loss of Kim Se-ron, a former employee of the agency, and expressed their profound sadness over her demise. Nonetheless, the business stressed that the Garrow Research Institute's dissemination of such misleading material is a reflection of the exact cyber devastation that the late Kim Se-ron endured while she was alive. The agency said they would not tolerate these claims and described the acts as being done only for the YouTuber's personal benefit, slandering the deceased as well as the actor. Kim Soo Hyun has not yet responded to the charges directly, choosing instead to keep quiet while his organization pursues the appropriate legal action. There is still much to be done in the case of Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron. The YouTuber who first made the charges recently asserted that they have more proof and information regarding their relationship and pledged to provide it as soon as possible. In the meantime, Soo Hyun's organization is getting ready to take legal action to stop the dissemination of misleading material. 5:10 p.m., 3/19/2025. Manya. With reports of contract cancellations and withdrawal from upcoming projects, the effect on Soo Hyun's career is already apparent. Like previous stars like Kim Seo-hyung, the actor can experience a time of severe exclusion from the South Korean entertainment industry if the situation worsens. What are your thoughts on all of this then? Do you think Kim Soo Hyun's charges are credible? Or do you think they're just another unfounded dispute? Tell us in the comments section below. For more updates on this developing story, remember to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video. 10 p.m. 3/19/2025. Mania. What happens when Hyun Bin, one of the most well-liked actors in Korea, is seen with an enigmatic woman and social media? Is rocked? Fans are shocked, especially in light of his ostensibly ideal marriage to Sun Ye-jin. How has Sun Ye-jin responded to the scandal, and who is this woman? You'll learn everything there is to know about this blockbuster story at the end of this video, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss this, I promise. A blurry but unquestionably fascinating image started going viral on social media and online forums late Friday night. The image seems to depict Hyun Bin seated across from an unidentified woman in a fancy restaurant. Although it is challenging to verify their facial emotions due to the photo's angle and quality, the private setting and body language imply that the two are acquainted. Fans were shocked and incredulous when the picture went viral in a matter of minutes. Many found it difficult to comprehend why Hyun Bin, who has been blissfully married to Son Ye-jin since 2022, would be in this circumstance. Fans and industry insiders rushed to unravel the truth behind the contentious image, and as was to be expected, the internet was ablaze with ideas and conjectures. Some people think it was merely a business meeting, speculating that Hyun Bin and a female co-worker were talking about a potential movie or brand deal. Others counter that such intimate, private spaces are rarely used for business meetings. The woman in the picture might also be a long-standing acquaintance of Hyun Bin or someone from his professional network, according to another theory. However, this poses an important query. Why would he meet a close female friend in such a private setting? Some people think the woman might be an actress talking about a possible partnership. Again, though, why the secrecy? The most startling hypothesis is that Hyun Bin might be up to something more sinister, which makes fans wonder how his marriage to Son Ye-jin is going. Would trouble exist in paradise? All eyes were on Son Ye-jin for a response as the rumors spread like wildfire. Would she react directly to the escalating crisis, or would she choose to ignore the scandal? Son Ye-jin hasn't said anything as of yet, which makes fans even more interested in the circumstances. Since being married in 2022, Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin have become one of Korea's most adored couples. Their on-screen chemistry swiftly developed into a real-life romance on the set of the popular drama Crash Landing on You. Their connection has been cherished by fans, who frequently call them the perfect couple. Given their apparent closeness, many fans are devastated and perplexed by the image of Hyun Bin with an enigmatic woman. Disappointment and worry are expressed in abundance on social media platforms. One admirer commented, "How could Hyun Bin have done this to Son Ye-jin?" Another person said, "I thought they were the perfect couple." But not everyone is quick to pass judgment. Others are being advised by certain fans to hold off on making snap judgments until further information is available. One admirer wrote, on Twitter, "Let's not assume the worst." Son Ye-jin and Hyun Bin have never discussed their personal life in public. We ought to honor that. Many are curious about how Hyun Bin's career may be affected as the scandal develops. One of Korea's most admired performers, Hyun Bin is well known for his parts in Secret Garden and Memories of the Alhambra. However, a celebrity's reputation and career can be severely damaged by controversies like this one. Hyun Bin-related brands are also facing pressure. Being the face of multiple significant campaigns, any unfavorable press might result in contract terminations and monetary losses. To make matters more complicated, fans have already begun to demand boycotts of companies that still collaborate with Hyun Bin. In the meantime, nobody knows who the enigmatic woman is. Some fans have decided to look into it on their own, deciphering the picture to find any hints that might point to who she is. However, the conjecture keeps growing in the absence of any hard data. One thing becomes evident as the narrative progresses. The K-entertainment industry has been rocked by this incident. The effects for Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin's relationship and careers could be profound, regardless of whether it's a straightforward miscommunication or something more serious. What are your thoughts on this startling development then? Is this meeting innocuous, or is there more to it than that? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. For more updates on this developing story, remember to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video.